A stressed consultant at a desk surrounded by emails, spreadsheets, sticky notes, client messages, and calendar reminders. Most small professional consulting businesses are not struggling because the owner lacks skill. They are struggling because the business is too manual. The consultant answers every inquiry. The consultant schedules every call. The consultant writes every proposal. The consultant sends every follow-up email. The consultant manages every client update. The consultant creates content, tracks invoices, updates spreadsheets, and still has to deliver the actual client work. That is not a scalable business. That is manual chaos. Skill is not the problem. Manual chaos is. In this video, we are going to break down how to automate a small professional consulting business in just 7 days using AI, simple workflows, and practical business systems. This is not about replacing the consultant. This is about removing repetitive work so consultants, coaches, advisors, agencies, startup founders, and small business owners can focus on strategy, client relationships, delivery, and growth. By the end of this video, you will understand how to automate lead capture, client intake, scheduling, meeting preparation, proposal creation, follow-up, onboarding, marketing content, and performance dashboards. And the best part is this: you do not need a huge team to do it. You need a clear process and the right automation blueprint. 7 days. Smarter systems. Better growth. Modern business owner looking at client messages, AI dashboard, and missed call notifications. Here is the reality for entrepreneurs and small business owners in the USA. Clients expect speed. They expect easy scheduling. They expect professional communication. They expect clear proposals. They expect regular updates. They expect a smooth experience from the first contact to the final result. But many small consulting firms are still operating from memory. Remember to follow up. Remember to send the proposal. Remember to update the client. Remember to post content. Remember to check the invoice. Remember to respond to the lead. That is too much pressure on one person. And when every important task depends on the owner remembering it, revenue leaks start showing up everywhere. Leads go cold. Proposals are delayed. Clients get confused. Projects slow down. Marketing becomes inconsistent. And the business owner burns out. Memory is not a business system. A 7-day checklist appears with glowing check marks. The solution is not to automate everything at once. That is how people get overwhelmed. The better strategy is to automate one major workflow each day for 7 days. Day 1, map the business workflow. Day 2, automate lead capture and client intake. Day 3, automate scheduling and meeting preparation. Day 4, automate proposals and documents. Day 5, automate follow-up and client communication. Day 6, automate marketing content. Day 7, build the dashboard and optimize the system. This is how a small consulting business moves from reactive and scattered to organized and scalable. Map. Capture. Schedule. Propose. Follow up. Market. Measure. Consultant mapping a client journey on a whiteboard. Lead call proposal contract onboarding delivery follow-up. Day 1 is about clarity. Before you automate anything, you must understand how the business actually works. Most consultants have the process in their head, but not documented anywhere. That creates inconsistency. It also makes it hard to delegate, improve, or automate. So the first step is to map the full client journey. Where do leads come from? LinkedIn? Google? Referrals? YouTube? Email? Your website? Networking? Paid ads? Then ask, what happens next? Does the prospect fill out a form? Do they email you? Do they message you on LinkedIn? Do they book a call? Do they download a guide? Now keep going. How do you qualify the lead? How do you schedule the discovery call? How do you prepare for the meeting? How do you create the proposal? How do you send the contract? How do you collect payment? How do you onboard the client? How do you deliver the work? How do you request testimonials and referrals? This map is important because you cannot automate confusion. You can only automate a clear process. You cannot automate confusion. A digital workflow board with columns labeled trigger, task, owner, tool, bottleneck, automation opportunity. Here is the day 1 action step. Create a workflow map with 6 columns. Trigger, task, owner, tool, bottleneck, automation opportunity. For example, the trigger may be a new website inquiry. The task is responding to the prospect. The owner is currently you. The tool is email. The bottleneck is slow response time. The automation opportunity is an instant email reply, CRM entry, and scheduling link. By the end of day 1, you should know exactly where the business is wasting time and where automation will create the biggest impact. Find the bottleneck. Then automate the repeatable work. Website form feeding into CRM, email confirmation, and calendar booking link. Day 2 is where the revenue protection starts. Lead capture is one of the most important workflows in any consulting business. A lead who reaches out today may be ready to buy. But if you respond tomorrow, that lead may already be talking to someone else. Speed matters. Professionalism matters. Consistency matters. On day 2, create a smart intake form that captures the right information up front. This form should ask for the prospect's name, email, phone number, company name, website, industry, main business challenge, service interest, timeline, budget range, and decision-maker status. Once the form is submitted, automation should take over. The lead should be saved to your CRM or spreadsheet. The prospect should receive an instant confirmation email. You should receive an internal alert. The prospect should receive a scheduling link. And the lead should be tagged based on service type, urgency, or budget. This one workflow can make a small consulting firm look organized, responsive, and professional immediately. Slow response equals lost revenue. AI assistant summarizing a lead profile and creating discovery call questions. AI makes lead intake even stronger. Once the prospect fills out the form, AI can summarize the problem, identify the likely service category, flag urgent needs, and prepare questions for the discovery call. Imagine opening your calendar and seeing a new discovery call. But instead of showing up cold, you already have an AI-generated brief. The brief tells you who the prospect is, what they need, what problem they're trying to solve, what questions to ask, and what service might fit. That means you sound sharper. You ask better questions. You build trust faster. And you position yourself as a premium consultant. Better preparation creates better sales conversations. Calendar scheduling interface with automated reminders and meeting links. Day 3 is about removing scheduling friction. Back and forth scheduling wastes time. What time works for you? Can you do Thursday? No, I have a conflict. What time zone are you in? Can you resend the link? That is not high-value consulting work. That is friction. And friction slows down sales. On day 3, automate your calendar. Create booking links for your most common meeting types. Discovery call. Strategy session. Proposal review. Client check-in. Paid consultation. Project kickoff. Each appointment type should have the right duration, buffer time, meeting link, confirmation message, and reminder sequence. Send a confirmation email immediately. Send a reminder 24 hours before the meeting. Send another reminder 1 hour before. Include the meeting link, agenda, and preparation instructions. This reduces no-shows and creates a smoother client experience. Your calendar should not be a full-time job. Consultant reviewing AI-generated meeting agenda before a client call. Now add AI meeting preparation. When a meeting is booked, the system should connect the intake form to a meeting brief. AI can summarize the prospect's business, identify their key challenge, recommend discovery questions, and create a short agenda. For example, if a prospect says they need help automating client onboarding, AI can suggest questions about current onboarding steps, document collection, client communication, project handoffs, payment, and approval workflows. Now you walk into the call prepared. The client feels understood. And the conversation becomes more strategic. This is how a small firm creates a big firm experience. Small team. Big firm experience. AI turning meeting notes into a polished proposal draft. Day 4 is where automation starts speeding up revenue. Proposal delays kill momentum. A prospect has a great call with you. They are interested. They ask for a proposal. Then 3 days pass. Then 5 days. Then the excitement fades. Another consultant follows up faster. And the deal disappears. This is why proposal automation matters. You need templates for your most common services. If you are a business consultant, create templates for strategy consulting, operations improvement, AI automation, market research, and advisory retainers. If you are a technology consultant, create templates for website development, CRM setup, AI workflow implementation, software planning, and digital transformation. If you are a marketing consultant, create templates for content strategy, SEO, social media, lead generation, and brand positioning. Then use AI to turn discovery call notes into a first draft. Delayed proposals lose deals. Proposal document with sections highlighted one by one. A strong consulting proposal should include the client's problem, business goals, recommended solution, scope of work, timeline, deliverables, investment, terms, and next steps. AI can help draft the executive summary. AI can organize the pain points. AI can structure the scope. AI can summarize the call. AI can prepare the follow-up email. But the consultant still controls the judgment. You still review it. You still confirm the details. You still set the pricing. You still make the strategic recommendation. AI should draft. You should decide. That is the right balance. AI drafts. Experts decide. Email follow-up sequence with day 1, day 3, day 5, and day 10 touchpoints. Day 5 may be the biggest revenue opportunity. Because most sales are not lost on the first call. They are lost after the call. The consultant gets busy. The proposal sits. The prospect gets distracted. Another provider checks in. And the opportunity disappears. The fortune is still in the follow-up. But follow-up must be helpful, not annoying. On day 5, build follow-up workflows for the most important moments in the business. New lead follow-up. Post-discovery call follow-up. Proposal reminder. Client onboarding message. Weekly project update. Invoice reminder. Testimonial request. Referral request. Retention offer. Each of these messages can be written once, improved over time, and automated. The fortune is in the follow-up. Professional email being sent after a discovery call. Here is a simple example. After a discovery call, the prospect automatically receives a thank you email. The email says, "Thank you for your time today. Here is what I heard. Here is the business problem we discussed. Here is the outcome you want. Here are the next steps. I will send the proposal by this date." That message creates trust. Then if the proposal is not accepted after 2 days, the system sends a helpful reminder. After 5 days, it sends a case study or resource. After 10 days, it sends a final check-in. That is not spam. That is professional communication. Automation makes sure it happens even when you are busy. Helpful follow-up is professional service. One idea turning into LinkedIn post, newsletter, YouTube script, blog post, and podcast topic. Day 6 is about visibility. Most consultants know they need to create content. But when client work gets busy, marketing disappears. Then the pipeline dries up. Then the consultant scrambles for new business. This creates the feast or famine cycle. AI helps solve this by turning one idea into multiple pieces of content. One client question can become a LinkedIn post. That post can become a newsletter. That newsletter can become a YouTube video script. That video can become short clips. Those clips can become social captions. That same idea can become a podcast topic, blog post, email campaign, and carousel. This is how consultants stay visible without starting from scratch every day. One idea can become 10 content assets. Consultant recording video while AI generates hooks and captions. The key is not to create generic AI content. The key is to turn your real expertise into useful content faster. If you help small law firms automate intake, talk about intake problems. If you help healthcare businesses improve operations, talk about operational bottlenecks. If you help coaches onboard clients, talk about onboarding systems. If you help startups prepare for investors, talk about process, reporting, and scale. Specific content attracts specific buyers. Generic content gets ignored. Use AI to create hooks, headlines, outlines, captions, hashtags, video scripts, newsletters, and blog drafts. But make sure the content includes your experience, your examples, your point of view, and your voice. AI gives you speed. Your expertise gives it value. Specific content attracts serious buyers. Clean executive dashboard showing leads, calls, proposals, revenue, client status, and content metrics. Day 7 is where everything comes together. Automation without measurement is incomplete. You need a dashboard that shows what is happening in the business. How many leads came in this week? Where did they come from? How many calls were booked? How many proposals were sent? How many deals closed? Which proposals are stuck? Which invoices are unpaid? Which clients need attention? Which marketing content is working? Without this information, you are guessing. And guessing is expensive. A consulting business dashboard should track new leads, booked calls, completed calls, proposals sent, proposals accepted, revenue closed, active clients, outstanding invoices, project deadlines, follow-up tasks, content published, website traffic, email subscribers, and LinkedIn engagement. What gets measured gets improved. AI assistant generating weekly business insights from dashboard metrics. AI can also help analyze the dashboard. It can summarize weekly performance. It can flag leads that need follow-up. It can identify old proposals. It can show where sales are slowing down. It can recommend content topics based on engagement. It can help forecast revenue based on pipeline activity. This shifts the consultant from reactive operator to proactive CEO. That is the real transformation. You stop chasing tasks. You start managing the business. You stop operating from memory. You start operating from data. From reactive consultant to proactive CEO. 7-day blueprint checklist with each step being checked off. Let's recap the 7-day AI automation blueprint. Day 1, map the workflow. Get the business process out of your head and into a clear system. Day 2, automate lead capture. Make sure every prospect is captured, qualified, and move to the next step. Day 3, automate scheduling. Remove calendar back and forth and prepare better for meetings. Day 4, automate proposals. Use templates and AI drafts to speed up sales documents. Day 5, automate follow-up. Keep prospects warm, clients informed, and relationships moving. Day 6, automate marketing. Turn one idea into multiple pieces of content. Day 7, build the dashboard. Track what matters and improve the system every week. 7 days. 7 workflows. 1 smarter business. Warning icons next to automation mistakes. Now, before you start, avoid these common mistakes. Mistake number 1, buying tools before mapping the process. A tool will not fix a broken workflow. Mistake number 2, trying to automate everything at once. Start with the biggest bottleneck. Mistake number 3, sounding robotic. Automation should improve the client experience, not remove the human touch. Mistake number 4, trusting AI without review. AI is powerful, but you must check client-facing emails, proposals, reports, and recommendations. Mistake number 5, ignoring the dashboard. If you do not measure the workflow, you cannot improve it. The smartest consultants use AI strategically. They automate the repetitive work. But they keep human judgment in control. Automate the repeatable. Humanize the relationship. Small business owners standing in front of AI-powered systems, growth charts, and client workflow. This changes the strategy for entrepreneurs, startup founders, and small business owners. In the past, small firms competed mostly through personal effort. Work harder. Answer faster. Stay up later. Post more. Follow up manually. Do more with less. But AI automation creates a new kind of leverage. A solo consultant can now look more organized. A small agency can respond faster. A startup founder can validate ideas faster. A professional service business can create a better client experience. A small business owner can run a more efficient operation without immediately hiring a full team. This does not mean people no longer matter. People matter more than ever. Trust matters. Expertise matters. Strategy matters. Relationships matter. But repetitive tasks should not control the owner's day. The future belongs to the systemized expert. Fictional consulting firm dashboard named Bright Path Advisory. Let's make this real. Imagine a small consulting firm called Bright Path Advisory. Before automation, the owner did everything manually. Leads came from LinkedIn, referrals, and the website. Some were answered quickly. Others were missed. Discovery calls were scheduled by email. Proposals were written from scratch. Follow-ups were inconsistent. Client onboarding happened through scattered messages. Marketing only happened when the owner had time. The business was profitable, but stressful. Then Bright Path applies the 7-day blueprint. They map the client journey. They build a smart intake form. They connect scheduling. They create AI proposal templates. They automate follow-up emails. They build a content workflow. They create a dashboard. Now leads are captured instantly. Calls are scheduled automatically. Meeting briefs are prepared by AI. Proposals go out faster. Clients receive clear onboarding steps. Marketing becomes consistent. And the owner can see the pipeline. Same business. Smarter operating system. Same business. Smarter operating system. Confident consultant closing laptop with AI dashboard running in the background. Here is the big takeaway. Your consulting business does not need to stay trapped in manual chaos. You do not need to chase every lead manually. You do not need to write every email from scratch. You do not need to create every proposal from a blank page. You do not need to depend on memory for follow-up. You do not need to disappear from marketing every time client work gets busy. You can build systems. You can use AI. You can automate repetitive work. You can create a better client experience. And you can do it one workflow at a time. The future of consulting belongs to professionals who combine human expertise with intelligent execution. Your knowledge is still the product. Your strategy is still the value. Your experience is still the difference. But automation helps you deliver that value faster, cleaner, and more consistently. Automate the repetitive. Elevate the valuable. Grow with technology branding, subscribe button, website URL, Spotify podcast icon, Instagram and Facebook icons. If this video helped you see how AI can transform a small consulting business, subscribe to the Grow with Technology YouTube channel. Visit www.growwithtechnology.com for more practical AI business automation strategies. Listen to the Grow with Technology podcast on Spotify. And follow at Grow with Technology 704 on Instagram and Facebook. Now comment below and tell me this: what's the first workflow you would automate in your business? Lead capture? Scheduling? Proposals? Follow-up? Client onboarding? Marketing? Or dashboards? Drop your answer in the comments. And remember, the businesses that win are not always the biggest. They are the ones with the smartest systems. Subscribe. Automate. Grow with technology. Learn how to automate a small professional consulting business in 7 days using AI, workflow automation, lead capture, scheduling tools, proposal templates, follow-up systems, content automation, and business dashboards. This video breaks down a practical 7-day AI automation blueprint for consultants, entrepreneurs, startup founders, coaches, agencies, and small business owners who want to save time, respond faster, close more opportunities, and create a better client experience. Subscribe to Grow with Technology for more AI, automation, digital transformation, and small business growth strategies. Hashtag I for business, hashtag business automation, hashtag consulting business, hashtag small business growth, hashtag AI consulting, hashtag workflow automation, hashtag digital transformation, hashtag entrepreneurship, hashtag startup founders, hashtag grow. What is the first workflow you would automate in your consulting business? 1. Lead capture. 2. Scheduling. 3. Proposals. 4. Follow-up. 5. Client onboarding. 6. Marketing content. 7. Dashboards and reporting. Comment below with your answer.